VIP of some value to the Resistance, and the spokesman has asked us to move in and attempt a rescue operation. We're expecting heavy resistance at the site, and the aliens have had extensive air support moving in that region that'll keep Firebrand grounded. Lock down the area, eliminate all hostile contacts, and secure the VIP.
Welcome back to Somewhere Beyond Legendary and the sneakiest sneaker mission we've tried so far. 3 soldiers here, trying to break out a VIP out of a compound. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Is the compound border here?
Moving out.
Okay, so we have very little room on this side between the edge of a compound.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Probably still gonna be our path though. It's just
Man's gotta do what a man
get in there
gotta do.
and get an idea of where people are. But yeah, we also have explodey barrels. I'm not sure they're gonna be super relevant here.
Commander, but as soon as she gets in range, the whole compound will go on high alert. We should hold back unless we have the target or it's an absolute emergency.
Peek down this patrol path here. Okay, nobody there. Cool, then I think we can just come here.
About damn time. On it.
So far, so good. So shaky.
Moving to position.
Still got a little bit of a way to go here. Nobody shows up. I'm not gonna be complaining. And a hunter and a stun lancer. Yikes. But you know what? The good news is they're on this side of the compound. So hopefully we don't have to deal with them.
Heading there now.
We got a door there. Need to go all the way to the other side. Okay.
Understood. Moving out.
Rolling out. Sure thing, armchair general.
That's affirmative.
I've very rarely seen anyone behind the facility, but then again, I'm usually coming through the front door and making so much noise that everything's on full alert by the time I get here anyway. So I don't know where the normal patrol paths for the enemies are. Just gonna go the long way around here. Like 90%, maybe not 90%, but a high percent of our success will depend on where the evac is going to be positioned.
Rushing me? I'm all over it.
Moving on target location.
Not seeing anybody.
I'm coming.
That's really enough. They're patrolling on this side of the building. That's gonna make my life a little bit harder. By a little bit harder, I mean it's gonna make things real freaking hard. We have no way to shred him, and we have pitiful damage, and the flamethrower is not gonna do anything. So yeah.
Good copy. Moving
fun.
on target.
Trigger fingers all itchy.
On Overwatch.
Now I'm just gonna assume that this thing is not gonna cause any noise and that we can just place it. That.
Menace 1-5. X4 transponder detonator is armed and ready. Clear the area and take it down.
Walk the walk.
I'm on the move.
A little bit away, and next turn we
On Overwatch.
press the button.
Watching
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Keto.
So usually they have like a 3 or 4 turn patrol pattern. So you know, this was their let's say southern end of the path, and then they moved here, and then they moved there. And then either that's the northern end, assuming you know this direction is north, or they actually move one further. So we might, you know, kind of depends on where my evac spawns. Be nice, Bradford.
We have the package and we're moving to deliver. This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Yeah, it's gonna make it real freaking hard to not engage with these two guys. Okay, I mean, we want to be probably greedy here. Resistance broadcast large supply cache.
It's about damn time. Yeah, I hear you.
Let's get you out of there without setting you on fire. We are probably with everybody in dash range of this. It really depends on if the guys are gonna activate now, or if they give us another turn or two.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Got it covered.
Well, these guys are activating now. Okay. Another sedated and an engineer and a frost trooper.
Advent reinforcements
Compound has
inbound.
reached maximum alert status. They put out a distress signal and we're already picking up multiple inbound transports.
I think we can just ignore them. Oh, but we also wanna kinda wanna be greedy here.
I'm going. Throwing grenade.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
What's over there?
Come on, max roll crit. What the grub is gonna do here. This guy is gonna run because he's flanked. So yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, also the reinforcements. What's coming in? That looks unfriendly. Stun Lancer and a Pathfinder. Yikes. Oh, I'm gonna take a look at the Stun Lancer in a second. Because they've probably got one of the biggest buffs in Beyond Legendary.
At first, First, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional protest. We don't see a whole lot of that anymore.
And these guys shown up, alright.
I think this might be toxic. Alright, that would hurt.
Okay, so stun lancers, right. So, stun lancers. First of all, the base stun lance is now at 4 to 7 base damage. Totally reasonable. Did I say 4 to 7? They're Plate Master, plus 1 extra damage, so 5 to 8. You want to know who can survive 8 hit points of damage right now? Yeah, nobody. Also, after they kill somebody, they gain untouchable. And they have lightning reflexes, because screw you and your overwatches. So, what I think we have to do here is to burn these two guys. Now, Sectoid can heal, and that heal also cleans burning. Also, this thing is gonna do its fly over to somebody and stun them for an action. So I'm having some concerns about what we can do here with Huntsman. It just makes the most sense to come here and burn these two. I can't do that from here. With the underbarrel flamethrower, targeting is a little bit screwed and you usually can't target the guy right diagonally to you. Should have brought flashbangs. I should have brought flashbangs.
Alright, I'll go.
Alright.
Burn them out!
Now, as for the sectoid,
So, you gonna bark all day?
maybe if he's busy healing himself, he's not gonna heal the stun lancer. Guess we'll never find out. Yeah, you can get away from that Frost Trooper without having to trigger that Overwatch. It's gonna be okay. Grenade. I can't reach him to do anything else. Where can you go with your double move? Like, I could try to bait the Poison Cloud attack with Andrea here to give Huntsman a better chance of making it out, but then she's not gonna make it out, right? Because it's a one-action stun. I don't know what the right call is here. I think the right call has to be every man for themselves. Oh god. Okay, I don't think he's in range to heal. Okay, no heal on the sectoids. Poison Spit, Acid Spit, that's fine. So it's really the question what the Frost Trooper does and what Mr. Poison Cloud is gonna do here. He didn't Poison Cloud. And he didn't hit. Oh, please be in movement range. What? In the actual fuck was that?
And the compound is on full alert. Time to move.
Why are you allowed to attack while burning? It could be that this is just, you know, one of those undocumented changes where, like, yeah, no, the burn is not disabling their stun lance attack. It's like the joy of playing Beyond Legendary. Well, you're like, is this a bug or is this intended? Nobody knows. But you're dead now.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Seems doable.
I mean, if he burns to death and both sedatives miss their poison attack, there's a chance for you to survive. You got burned for 2 last time.
I'm going.
VIP secure and in position for evac.
Advent forces on the ground.
Danson did actually die from that burn.
All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Well, it was the death of the campaign. He will always be remembered. That's exactly how I pose after the third guy in the team died. So we traded a rookie, I guess, you know, for a Lance Corporal Grenadier and some XP. I'm not sure that's a terrible trade. Of course, it always feels bad losing a soldier.
To prevent further attacks by criminal elements, such as the one that occurred today.
And I guess we traded it for the disappointment of that hacking roll.
Ability to overcome any and all.
Alright, we're gonna pick up Trojan, which would not have helped us at all on that mission, but hey, we got a promotion out of this. And now we can handle drones a tiny little bit better. Oh, should have probably done a memorialize there.
We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
Can I retroactively still give you a proper picture? No, it's an auto-generated, and it's a little bit, you know, got a little bit heavy on the flash there. Yeah, you will never be forgotten. Anyway, Mr. Corrections here, 14 mobility, 65 aim. And some needle grenades, probably. What else do we have? We have Devastation for increased grenade radius by 2. And Fastball. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That is definitely, yeah. Alright. It's gonna work for me. And then here... What do you want to be this campaign? A Jacker with you 1 hack. I don't, you know, ambitious, but I don't think so. Combat medic, combat engineer, dragoon, raccoon, recon. The new raccoon class. Ah. Do we have a combat medic yet? Probably, right? I would always take a combat medic early. Is this gonna be a second combat medic? Let's look at it this way, right? With one base hack, like, even though it's not a huge difference between 1 and the 8, what was our highest hacker in the team, but it's a significant enough difference that I don't want to take a hacking class. So no hijacker, no dragoon. Leaves us with recon, combat medic, combat engineer. And I'm fairly certain we have a recon, and, you know, getting a second support recon through the early game is going to be a little bit rough. Could go for a shooty recon. Like, combat engineer is kind of the most flexible, because we kind of then can decide based on XCOM row if we want to go for a shotgun build, a support build, or for an offensive grenade build. And combat medic basically has to be Justice Wrath grapple stuff. I think we get another combat engineer, and with a leaning towards offensive grenades. Encounters. So what we could also do a little bit of a hybrid support offensive build. Basically picking up combat drugs, then smoke. Like, combat drugs is really actually quite strong early game. 20 aim, 20 will. Well, 20 aim mostly. Just a very significant buff for the team. And then going into, like, shotgun finesse. Fast ball, probably. So we can, you know, deploy the smoke and then move. And then see from there. Like, close encounter is just really good. Bombardier is kind of... You don't need to throw your smoke grenades very far. This is... If anything, it's an offensive perk. Offensive grenades, but... I'm not feeling that right now. The only downside would, of course, be that we would skip out on run and gun. So it's going to be much harder to get in position with that shotgun. I wanna switch it up a little bit, and I think combat drugs is going to be a very, very significant boost. We could also just go full support, right? So we would then go probably here middle row with fastball, and then go this way. Officer training. But again, there's really nothing down here. Well, cover me is kind of a supporty ability. Alright, we'll see how that one shakes out. Just gotta remember to bring her smoke grenades. Okay. Oh, and we got a POI. So this was gonna give us some sort of alien. Well,
Avenger plotting
so we'll scan that right away. Oh, we had 100% over here. So this is going to be another one for intel and a point of interest. Again, do we just take it as is? Try the alien relay in the slums. We of course have our Wraith Commando. It's still reasonably strong, although with all the new enemies now at force level 3, like something like the stun lancers, we're gonna have a hard time like killing them in one attack. We do have the laser auto pistol and a laser rifle here. I'm really like this that encounter just now with the stun lancer kind of made me question everything and makes me think, you know what, for that little bit of extra XP, I don't want to risk it. Let's see if we can over-infiltrate. Okay, something just went into effect, but I was too quick to right-click. Combat awareness, sentry skin, combat awareness, bonus defense and armor when on Overwatch. Don't they have that already? Oh, what's this? It's supply rate. Well, I guess vulnerable or not, so we don't really have that many people currently available, right? Although we do have, what, 2 hours? Which mission is that? This hack workstation here. Got it. Okay, so but if we wait 2 more hours for that to reach 100%, this will have to be with a boost, but I think an early supply rate is super valuable. This does nothing as far as I know. Skirmisher equipment cache. Some kind of a broken sitrap. And I'm not too concerned about enemy rooftop combat training on a supply rate. It's very rare for enemies on a supply rate to have high ground on you. Okay, I'm gonna boot this. The 2 hours here, so we're no longer guarded. Cool. Double check back here. This is vulnerable. Okay, 2 missions to run. Then the supply rate. And that will hopefully give us a decent edge. It's gonna set us back a little bit on intel, but we need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources, and the supply rate would be really good for that. We'll figure that out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.